And hello, everyone, and welcome back to Words I Choose to Live By here on Amazon Live, as well as through our affiliates. I'm Cyrus Webb, joined today by Melissa Banks and Darius Ewing. Mary Ellen Saganovich has this week off. We're going to be discussing a week number 7 from my book, Words I Choose to Live By. For those joining us on Amazon, I'm going to go ahead and highlight it there in the carousel. Today, we're discussing week number 7. But first, Melissa, Darius, how are you?
Doing wonderful this morning. How are you?
Hey, doing really well. Sending our positive thoughts and prayers to Mary Ellen as she continues to get well. We're looking forward to having her back on with us. But definitely welcome all of you for being with us today on the Amazon Live platform, as well as to our other affiliates as well. If you guys are joining us on Amazon Live, a couple of things I want to bring your attention to. One, if you're not doing so already, make sure you guys give us a follow. You'll notice a follow button either here in this corner or beneath us, depending on what device you're joining us on today. Also, make sure you guys unmute so you can be able to hear us. And you'll notice underneath there is a carousel that's there. Right now, I have my book, Words I Choose to Live By, but our co-host books are also in the carousel. We'll be highlighting those as well as how we're bringing you today's program through a Bite Cool laptop. And we'll be showing you other ways you can be able to read books today as well. But to get us started, though, I'll go ahead and read the message for week number 7. It is walking in your worthiness. Not feeling worthy? Think of the breath of life that was breathed into your body to help you start your day. Because you are here, you have been given a gift worth showing appreciation for. Don't waste the opportunity. And this is a very special message for me, especially as a suicide attempt survivor. One thing I have definitely learned is the importance of making the most of each and every day, and to know that if you are here, you have an opportunity to do something amazing. Now, a lot of people, and I've seen this over the years, not that I've lived a whole long time, but I've lived enough years to know there are some people who pretty much are just counting down the days instead of making the days count. And what I have definitely learned, especially over the past 25 years, the importance of making each and every moment count. So, Melissa, I want to ask you, how important has it been for you to be able to walk in your worthiness and to show appreciation for that?
Well, I think for me, everything changed in my life when I discovered didn't have to earn worthiness. I think for a very long time that I felt like I wasn't good enough, that I hadn't earned the worthiness. And because so often we go through a lot of stuff, so many years of domestic violence, so many years of things not working out, you start to believe it. For me, I was believing that I had to do something great. I had to do something that other people saw as great to be worthy. But once I discovered that I was already enough, I was born with it. It wasn't something I had to earn. Then everything changed because I could just keep moving and keep going and get up every day feeling grateful. And I believe everything starts with feeling grateful, but that's not automatic. I had to learn that. It was a process for me. It didn't just happen overnight either. And oftentimes when you're trying real hard, and you think you're doing things right and things are still not happening, you fall back into that place of, it's happening for them because they're better. It's happening for them because they started in a certain place, and you start looking at people. What changed for me is when I discovered that my path is my path. What God has for me is He has for me. And as long as I focus on that, do the very best I can with every day, that's what changed for me. Another thing that I do really well is I don't stop. See, when you don't stop, even when it's not looking good, I know people looked at me and still may look at me that way, that I was building this business and I was trying so hard and I was working so hard and nothing was happening. Why is this girl still going? Because I believe that my destiny is lined up. I believe God is taking care of me even on the bad days. And when that changed for me, Cyrus, everything changed.
Wow, such a great point. Thank you for sharing that, Melissa. Darius, what about for you? I mean, we're talking about walking in your worthiness. First, when did you realize your own worthiness?
Man, I realized that once I really began to tap into my worship life and got the chance to understand why. A lot of us feel like, we scared to ask that question, why? Why am I going through this? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? And I just asked God why. And it was like, well, this is your purpose. This is what I call for you to do. So once I got that answer, it was like, bam, the light came on. It's like, if this is what I'm called to do, then all I need to do is do the best that I can humanly do and let God do the rest. Wow. You have to, I'm gonna borrow Melissa's words. You have to be intentional about living. You have to be intentional, because if you're playing with it, you will lose it all. You'll lose it all. But you have to be intentional. You have to be focused, and your mind has to be stayed on the task at hand. And once you get that call, and and people say, well, you got a calling on your life. Everybody's calling is not to the pulpit, if that makes sense. Everybody has a different calling on this earth, is to motivate people. And we do what we can, but we have to be intentional and understand our worthiness and know that we're worthy of doing and carrying out the mission that's been bestowed upon us.
Yeah, such a great point. And it's a great reminder, too. I want to say to our audience joining us on the Amazon Live side, as you'll notice as our co-hosts are speaking, we've been featuring their books. And again, we're going to remind you at the end of the broadcast more about their books. But we definitely want to invite you guys, as we're going throughout today's conversation, even though we're discussing my book, week number 7, From Words I Choose to Live By, that each one of them also have books available for you all to be able to get on Amazon as well. Again, the message today is walking in your worthiness. The other thing I said in this message is because you are here, you have been given a gift worth showing appreciation for. Don't waste the opportunity. So many times, Darius, people look at a Monday, right? And they look at Monday as a day that they dread. What has helped you to change your mindset? You talked about being intentional, but what has helped you to change your mindset about each and every day, even if it may not be a day that a lot of people look forward to?
Man, every day that you can open your eyes and get out the bed is a blessing. That's more than enough motivation to get up and do something. Somebody didn't wake up this morning. Somebody's not in their right mind this morning. Somebody's in the psychiatric ward. Somebody's over here. But to wake up and to have peace of mind and to have some quality of living, that's enough for you to be motivated to make the best of what you have and to keep pushing. And the problem is we forget the simple things in life that we do have, like the ability to take a breath, the ability to get out the bed, the ability to put clothes on without having somebody to help us do that. We forget about the small things, but we want the bigger thing. No, you can't forget about those smaller things, because if you allow another chance to get up, you're good.
Yeah.
It's all good. You have no reason. You have no reason to be, fretting and fumbling about stuff that you have no control over when you have a new day in front of you.
Right. Such a great point. Chantel Durskill is joining us, media personality and celebrity publicist on the Amazon, on the Facebook side. Chantel, good to see you. Chantel says, peace of mind is everything. And that is so true. And I used to hear people say you can't put a price on peace of mind. And that is such a true statement. You cannot put a price on peace of mind. I want to ask you a similar question there, Melissa, as that we're talking about the message of you have been given a gift worth showing appreciation for. What helps you to do that, to show appreciation even when things don't always go right?
Well, I start with gratitude. I have found out that when you start your day in the position of gratitude, that's the first thing I do. That's before I look at my phone. That's before I do anything else, is I pray and I have some time with God. And I started out with gratitude because, see, I know what he brought me through. I know what I've gone through. And so when I start there, when I start praising him, and the preacher told me a long time ago is sometimes when we pray out loud so that you can feel it, so that it can sow into your spirit. And I began to do that. And once I began to do that, I could internalize it, and it could start my day in a positive frame, even if things are not going well. And then once I'm up and about, I have some positive affirmations that I say to myself, because I believe, and you guys know I believe this wholeheartedly, that every single thing starts with your thoughts. So if you plant some positive seeds into your thoughts at the beginning of your day, even when that stuff come at you, because stuff is going to come at you. I don't care what your position is, what your business is, how much money you got in the bank. There is still some stuff that's going to come at you that you have to deal with. So if you have a positive mindset going into it, it pushes you, for me, it pushes me through the most difficult day, the most difficult time. I can pull back on those things. So what I'm consciously doing is replacing all the negative stuff, replacing, sometimes we can be our own worst critic.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I was complimenting a vendor on some work that she had did. And every time I gave her a compliment, she came back and pointed out the mistakes. Every single time she pointed out the mistakes. And I said to her, I said, you know what? What I see is a masterpiece, but you need to see the masterpiece. See, we can be our own worst critic. And when we pour those negative self-doubt into us, that is what we will give out. And when stuff gets hard, that is also what causes us to quit.
Yeah, such a great point. And this is something I've talked about publicly, and I've dealt with this. We're just in the second month of 2022. I've dealt with this a lot personally this year myself. I think it is the whole idea of, but I think mine's a little different, and some people will relate, some can't. But for me, it's not so much anyone telling me what I can't do, is what I do tell myself. It's basically what you were saying, Melissa, because, I still see myself sometimes as this, I use it all the time, and some people get on me about this, but I am a country boy from Mississippi. I am that. I'm a country boy from Mississippi. But I do understand that it may not appear that way at times. But in my mind, that's where, and that's why I really like the point you're making, Melissa. In my mind, I still have that mentality sometimes of, just being a country boy from Mississippi and not realizing the greatness that I have to be able to do and am able to do. I want to take this moment to say, for those who are watching us live, we appreciate you guys joining us on the Amazon Live side, those tuning in on Facebook, on Twitter. Also, those who are joining us on LinkedIn and YouTube, we welcome you. We'd love to know, how are you going to be walking in your worthiness today? How are you going to be able to give yourself the encouragement to walk in your worthiness? We'd love to be able to see that. So make sure you guys comment for us there in the comment section, no matter what platform you're joining us on. I also want to say for you guys, for those who are looking for some deals today, I know for some, it is a holiday today. It is President's Day in the United States. Some of you may be looking for some deals. Some things I can tell you about that I myself am personally using are two things that I have actually in my carousel on Amazon Live today. One of them is the computer that's helping me even with our rainy weather. I didn't even know it was going to be raining today. But here in Mississippi today with my streaming, I have my Byte Cool laptop here. It is $279 right now on Amazon. You guys can see there, it has over 200 reviews on them. One of them is mine, because I really appreciate this laptop. It's great for being able to stream, for doing programs like this. If you guys are doing a lot of Zoom, that kind of thing, it's great to be able to have that. Also, I want to let you guys know that Amazon has the Kindle on sale right now as well for $89.99. $89.99. I just got me another one because I was running low on storage on the other one. I didn't want to buy a memory card. I just decided to take advantage of the deal and to be able to get a new Kindle. So you guys can get one for $89.99. And what I love about this is a lot of people think just about books when they think about their Kindle, but you can also play games. My mom's a big fan of solitaire. You can be able to do your YouTube, other streaming that you normally do online. You can do it on your Kindle as well. All you need is an internet connection, or if you guys with your cell phones probably are even able to have a hotspot that you're able to use it for. So again, that is $89.99 for the Kindle. The Byte Cool laptop that we're using today is $279 here on Amazon, and it does come with Windows 10 Pro. However, it does give you a free upgrade to Windows 11 as well. Chantel says, self-affirmations and just living in gratitude, our perception can affect how we look at life. And that is so true. And I think that's what all of us have to be able to work on, right? To make sure that we are keeping the right perspective. So Darius, I want to go to you when it comes to our audience then. What advice would you give to others when it comes to how they can begin the process of walking in their worthiness?
Man, the process. Before you get up, like Melissa said, she really hit the nail on the head. It starts with prayer. It starts with you and the master every morning. Because if you don't have a relationship there, nothing can be accomplished. Nothing can be accomplished at all. So once you start there and get your day prayed up, before you get on the phone, before you get on social media, then you can speak positive affirmations to yourself throughout the day, all day. There is no limit to how many positive affirmations you can speak. And I think that's one of the problems. We put a limit on affirmations that we speak, and we say, well, I think I'm doing too much. No, you need to do what's best for you. And whenever you're in that situation, understanding your worthiness, meaning that you can speak affirmations and they come to life.
Love
and
that.
So that's how you begin that process.
That's a great thing. And Darius is all about the process. If you guys follow him online, you see he uses that word a lot. But Melissa, what about you? What would you say to our audience about the importance of beginning the journey to walking in their own worthiness?
First of all, I believe that you have to believe you're worthy. It starts with, what do you believe about yourself? Do you believe, are you speaking everything that's wrong with you when you're thinking of yourself? Or are you speaking what's right, the things that are going well, what is the things that you desire? See, when you begin to believe in yourself, one of the biggest mistakes you can make is look at other people and then doubt on yourself. So if you turn that focus around and you believe in you believe that you are here for a purpose. You believe that you have something to say and people are listening. You believe in yourself that you can reach boundaries that you couldn't even dream of. It all begins there. When you begin to believe that you are worthy of every single thing that's coming your way. I'll say to friends all the time, when lots of things are happening, know that you deserve it. You're not working for it. You deserve it. You put in the work. You have faith. Believe in yourself. Also, say things out loud to yourself. Talk to yourself, because we're getting feedback from everywhere, TV, social media. And I'm telling you, there's some really great things about social media. And I believe that as a business owner and a person who wants to reach a lot of people, social media is important. But I also know you have to guard your peace on social media, because it will get inside of you. Some of that stuff you read you will internalize. And if you're not talking to yourself, you don't have anything to fight back with. So guard your peace in every single environment and bring yourself back. When you feel yourself drifting, don't beat up on yourself. Just bring yourself back into focus. It's called guarding your peace, and you're in control of that. You have the power to do that. Start every day being grateful, believing in yourself, speaking to yourself, and walking toward your purpose.
Such a great message. We have Chris Stone joining us on the Amazon Live side. Chris, a big fan of yours and Dealcasters. Thank you so much for joining us on the Amazon Live side. Melissa, Chris says, yes, speak it out loud. Love it. And I think that's the thing. I think that is something that all of us have the opportunity to be able to do. And it's something that does not come easy. As I shared, it doesn't come easy for me. It is one of those things that all of us, I think, have to work on. But I think, as I try to mention in this particular message, that the important thing is to think about what we've all shared here, to think of the breath of life that was breathed into your body to help you start your day. And as Darius said, and Darius, I really like that point, because you are here, because you are alive, that in itself is the plus. So now it's really up to what you choose to do with your time and do with your energies moving forward, because then you're showing appreciation for that. And I will say, too, sharing with other people how they can be able to have the same thing. Because I think a lot of times, unfortunately, so many people, like we may feel that way, so many other people are feeling what they can't do and who they are not. It's great to be able to give them examples of who they are for sure. Melissa, since we have you there, how can our audience stay connected with you and be able to get your books on Amazon?
Well, great. You can stay connected with me. As always, we keep it really simple, and it's themelissabanks.com. There's a link on there that will take you right to our page, our item on Amazon to get our book, Dream by Design, the expanded edition. I believe in affirmations. I talk about what we pour into our spirit all the time. And that's what this book is about. There's inspirations that you can memorize. You can read them out loud all during the day to keep you going. Also at themelissabanks.com, you can find other things that we do. All of our platforms our show, Dream by Design, the radio show that you can listen to interviews from other women that share their story. My purpose is to inspire and encourage women to move past where they normally would stop. And that's what our platform is all about. So visit us at themelissabanks.com.
All right, Melissa, and we have her book there, Dream by Design, the devotional, the expanded edition, highlighted there in the carousel. Darius, going to go to you. How can our audience stay connected with you and get your book?
Man, stay connected with me on all social media platforms. My page will be ready in about 2 weeks. I just met with my guy. It's not gonna be the Darius Ewing or the Cyrus Webb. It's gonna be something simple. You can find my book on Amazon. Type my name in, Darius Ewing. You can follow me on Instagram, Mr. Ewing 1914, and social media, Facebook, Darius L. Ewing and Darius Ewing.
All right. Wanted to let you guys know that Chris says, thank you for sharing your story. Great stuff. And he loves your title of your book, Darius, Not to Self. He said, love the title. And I think that's the thing. And you all, I want to say, I've said to you before, but I guess I'll say it again publicly. I really appreciate the two of you. And what y'all do. Y'all hear this all the time, but I'll say it again. I do appreciate the two of them. I'm just messing with you. I do, seriously. I mean, these conversations are so important, and I love the fact we're able to bring our different perspectives and life experiences to these. Because Melissa, I know your story. Darius, I know your story. And I think the thing is the fact that we can come from different places and to be able to find these common ground moments. I think it's going to really inspire other people to see that, for one, I think there's more things that unite us than divide us, but also that we can learn from others, even who we feel like may not necessarily know who we are. And I think that's what conversations like this are so important. Again, everyone, week number 7 from my book, Words I Choose to Live By. I'm going to go ahead and highlight it again there in the carousel. Today is all about walking in your worthiness. You guys can get my book on Amazon in paperback as well as the Kindle edition. Both of those are on sale right now, and the hardcover edition is also available. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. You heard Melissa mention earlier, though, about her show, Dream by Design. It also is on Amazon Music as well as Conversations Live. My radio show and podcast are there as well. I have it highlighted in the carousel there, so you guys can be able to actually just click, if you're on the Amazon Live side, just click over there. You can be able to go over there and to listen to them completely for free. So definitely make sure you all take advantage of that. Dream by Design with Melissa Banks, as well as Conversations Live with Cyrus Webb. You all can find both of them there on Amazon Music. So make sure you all take advantage of that. Melissa, Darius, a great show today. Really appreciate you all joining us and looking forward to next week.
So great show.
Great show.
And we thank all of you for tuning in to another great segment of Words I Choose to Live By here on Amazon Live. Until next week, you all make it a great one. We'll see you back here real soon. Take care.